What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD, bringing you guys our week 1 battle in WBE World Battle Entertainment. Your Detroit Titans are taking on my boy Emvee and the San Diego Chimchargers. I'm really looking forward to this matchup, and hope you guys are too. If you guys are excited, go ahead and show some love on that like button down below. If you guys are new, feel free to hit that subscribe button. In the description of this video, you guys go check out Emvee's channel. That will be the link to his side of the battle, as well as a team builder. I don't know if a formal team builder is going to go up for this. I'm not 100% sure on if I'm going to feel like doing team builders this season or not. You guys have seen there's been some inconsistencies with the content recently. Got some stuff going on. Appreciate the good vibes. Gonna get it all taken care of. But commitments like the league do always come as a priority. So if I don't have a team builder in the description, I'll talk about my team here really quickly. Scarf Kieran Black, offensive Mega Diancie, mixed offensive Tangrowth, especially defensive Reggie Steel, Fat Pivot, Crobat, and then sub Calm Mind Raikou. You guys see the 6 that I think he's gonna be bringing down below: Megalodi, Cobalion, Magneton, Delphox, Alolan Muck, and the Diggersby. After watching his team, or after watching his draft breakdown, I definitely think, absolutely think that the Alolan Muck is coming. I see no reason not to bring Megalodios every week if you draft it. Delphox and Diggersby both have tremendous wall breaking potential because I do have a lot of walls to have, I suppose. And then Magneton's really cool. It can scarf and outpace my entire team. And then, so that's one of the reasons that I think it's coming. And then Cobalion can definitely put in some work, maybe like a double dance set, or maybe just an SD Steelium Z type set. So, question today, very similarly to another P4G match that we've had recently. What is your favorite steel type Pokemon? You guys see I'm bringing my Reggie Steel. You guys see that I think he's bringing the Cobalion and the Magneton. Let me know in the comment section down below. All that being said, I'm gonna cut to where we connect, and I'll be right back. All right, gonna let the battle begin, and he is ready to go too. Let's see what 6 he's bringing. Like I said, I feel like the 6 that I have on there are very likely that he will bring. Okay, so some things to note. I was almost right. So we do see he's got the Megalodi, we see the Magneton, we see Cobalion. I see no Delphox, and instead I see a Abomasnow, which is interesting. So we'll put that on the layout. And then I also don't see an Alolan Muck, but I see a Clefable, and I actually am rather okay with that, just because I didn't bring like Gligar to deal, so I will have that as well. I have no problem leading with, and let me change this over here, Delphox to Abomasnow, and then the Alolan Muck into the Clefable. So does have his Fairy Steel Dragon Core, does bring the double steals, so Earth Power and Earthquake on a few things are definitely going to put a lot of work, with only one immunity to that being Megalodi, unless he does have Magnet Rise on either the Koba or the Magneton. I have no reason not to lead off with my Tangrowth and just click knockoff, honestly. I've got coverage for the entire squad. I will go with that. I can take any hit from anything, and we'll go from there, honestly. So yeah, let's have fun, man. I'll tell you what, it's like I said in the draft stream, you know, I'm glad that I only have to face Emvee once, and I'm glad I get it out of the way. Just get it done with week 1. I'm gonna turn down my volume though, because I feel like it might be bleeding out into my microphone a little bit there. So we're just gonna turn that down for right now. You guys can hear it now, I won't. All right, so he leads off with Diggersby. All right, good. I'm pretty sure I live any hit from this thing. Adamant, Banded, I live any hit from this thing, and I would just like to click knockoff. He can U-turn. U-turn might hurt. U-turn might hurt a lot, actually. Yeah, return's still doing more. I'll just go for knockoff here. I can obviously regen everything that he could have. Return from an Adamant Banded Diggersby is going to be doing about nothing to me. So he just goes to the U-turn. So we'll see if this does over half. He's banded. Not banded. And I do not see a life orb. All right, so looking at that, I'll need to see where that put us off at, because he could be adamant, could be expert belt. He's not banded though, so that's a good thing. He's not even banded jolly. So so I'm just taking a knockoff. Cobalion can come in, and if Cobalion comes in on a knockoff, yikes. Because then obviously we'll determine if it's a Z Crystal or not, and then also what we'll determine is we'll determine if Z Crystal will also give it a +1 boost, and I think at that point I just gotta click Earthquake. I just gotta go for some damage. So we know that Diggersby has U-turn. No item available yet. Goes out into Base Lord. That's the Clef. I'll take on that. I will take that on, and that's doing about... Ooh, he's offensive. That's an offensive boy. Okay. So, Clef, I'm assuming has Magic Guard and not Unaware, which is good. And we got rid of that Life Orb. So, Magic Guard Clef really can't do too much to me, I feel like. Let's see here. Let's see here. So, Fire Blast. I chew a Fire Blast. And I chew an Ice Beam. Poison Jab does great damage. I'm okay just clicking PJ. Scout and see what he wants to go for. He withdraws. Great play. Great play on his part. Goes down to Musketeer, which is the Cobalion. Okay, so actually a really great play. Scouting for that Poison Jab. Really, really great play on his part. Cobalion against me as a SD set. Can't do too much. I can Earthquake. I can Earthquake pretty nicely and take a close combat or an Iron Head. I feel like that is a fine play. I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. He's got Magnarize. Cool if he has the Shookaberry. Sets up rocks, though. All right, cool. So I do have Defog on Crobat for that. And we're going to get some big boy damage off in this Cobalion right now. We'll be able to judge. Should be doing a little over half, depending on the roll. So I did about 40. So I'm definitely thinking he's a bit more offensive. Let me take a look here. We've seen rocks. Yeah. 40, if he's, so he's got to be like a fast pivot set, I would imagine. I don't think he'd want to stay in, but I also don't think, I think he'd like Volt Switch, if anything. Does he attack me? He doesn't want to take another Earthquake. So he doesn't want to stay in and take another hit with this thing. But I don't want to knock it off if he does stay in. Because, like, what does he do? He Volt Switches out, right? He Volt Switches out into something. I'm going to click Knock Off and hope that I did not make a mistake. He's rocks. I don't think he'd be... he's max HP. Those are the last words he ever said. So he's got to be, like, max HP on the Cobalion. Because, like I said, Earthquake doing about 40. That's like a mid-roll in between for a max HP Cobalion. So he could just be, like I said, he could just be a very fast pivot. And like offensive steel wise, maybe he didn't even bring a Steelium Z this week. Maybe that is indeed the case. If he stays in, I'm in a little bit of trouble, especially if he like clicks SD or something. He withdraws. Awesome. Doesn't even Volt Switch. So I'm going to get a knockoff on something. He goes out into Jon Snow, the Abomasnow. So that's actually really cool for me because I'll be able to get some damage off on this boy. And I'll be able to kind of scout and see what he's got. He obviously does have Snow Warning. And we can judge and see here. I've got a new monitor set up, so I've got to worry about this. That did a lot of damage. Knocked out with that E-Belt. Okay. All right, so he's got Snow Warning, and he had the belt. That boy brought the belt. So he no longer has that, obviously. I'm at, what, 115? How well do I take a Blizzard? Probably not too well. Oof, I do not take a Blizzard too well. I think it's when I go on a Registeel. I'll go on to that. Yeah, that knockoff is doing some great damage. I'll get my regen back too, which is really nice. Registeel eats every hit this thing wants to go for. Goes for the Blizzard. Yeah, he had to attack me right there. 100%. And I eat that for breakfast. All right, cool. So I can get my own rocks up right here. Yeah, a Focus Blast isn't even hurting me. Focus Blast is 37 to 44. I mean, it does hurt. What would he want to go out into? Or like I said, I can get up my own rocks, or I can double here. I do like the thought of doubling. I like the thought of doubling a lot. Or I can get my rocks up. What do I value more? What are rocks good against? Rocks are good against. Rocks are good for this chip game. Rocks will be good damage for this. It'll be nice chip on everything else, except for the Magic Guard Clef. I can Toxic, but I think he'd go into something like Cobalion. I'm gonna Earthquake right here. He goes to the Earthquake as well. Awesome. So he caught me off guard a little bit. He's mixed offense. That's gonna tickle. I take those for breakfast. All right, so he's mixed offense. I'll get some damage off on this. Earthquake should be doing, not good damage at all. All right, so I've seen Blizzard, and I've seen Earthquake. All right. So my leftovers are canceling out the hail. I don't want to take another Earthquake. I can, but I don't want to. I would like to go for a, what is he at? What is he at? He's at like 45? Seismic Toss isn't doing too much. I'm gonna set up my rocks. He might predict a switch here into something like Crobat. He withdraws, actually. All right, so this would have been a great Earthquake play. Goes down to Musketeer again. Earthquake would have been really, really nice. It's fine. I'll get my rocks up. If this is the last turn of hail, he'll take some buffeting too, which is nice. But he's like a max HP set, so I don't think he can be super, like, invested. Would he just Volt Switch for the damage? Let me take a look here, because I don't think I take this well at all. Cobalion. So yeah, so I'm at 87. Hail's still around. Close combat does knock me out, unfortunately. But what I can do is go into my Tangrowth to sponge that hit, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. If I would have double Earthquake right there, that would have been great damage. Absolutely great damage. But it's fine, because we've got rocks up on both sides of the field, so that does obviously pressure either his Defogger or my Defogger, if he is even carrying Defog on Megalotti. And he, like I said, he could very freely just Volt Switch. He has not seen my Kyurem Black set, nor has he seen my Tangrowth set yet. Or not my Tangrowth set, my Mega Dancey set. He just goes to the Iron Head. Oh, that's a crit. That's why. Okay. Okay. I see that right there. Okay, so, I like my Crobat here, because I'm faster than everything on his team. Does he just Volt Switch? Oh, if he Volt Switches right here, that's a man's man. That's a man's man right there. Oh, he actually does go for the Steelium. Okay. Okay. So I'm actually, like, pretty bulky. Let me take a look here. How much is that doing to me? Oh, I chew that by the skin of my teeth, and I can get my Black Sludge recovery as well. Awesome. I can pretty much U-turn right now. Or I can get rid of rocks. What do I like more? What do I like more? What am I at? I'm at 49. I cannot come in on rocks again. Huh. I'm gonna U-turn right here into my Tangrowth. He withdraws, cool. So this gives me a little bit of momentum, which is nice. I think he might have thought I was going for a U-turn. Goes out into his Magnificent, that's fine. Scarf Magneton is faster than us. So I'll be able to go for a U-turn right here. Tangrowth should be a fine pivot. Tangrowth should be an absolutely fine pivot. Because like I said, I feel like he's got to be Scarf. And if he is Analytic, this isn't going to give him any boost. I can Earthquake. So, like, Knockoff is ideal. Earthquake hits a lot of the Mons. I'm going to Earthquake. He's going to go for the Volt Switch. All right. He was obviously faster than me. 138 to 104. Let me try to calc that really quick. $67. I did 17%. Yeah, that would have been a high roll Volt Switch. So he actually goes on to Mega Eon. Great play. Knockoff would have been cool. It absolutely would have been cool. And I don't know if I actually Knockoff. I don't know if he'd attack me right here. I don't know if he'd attack me right here if I just go hard Kyurem Black. I'm gonna go on a Registeel. If he starts calm minding, that sucks a lot. Or if he even like goes for a sub, that sucks a lot. But I like Tangrowth as a sponge. There's the Surf, actually. What did he think was coming in? So I should be able to take one of those. 76 down to 45, and I got my lefties. All right, so Mega Latios obviously has Levitate, and it has the Surf. So I guess Surf was like middle ground for like Mega Diancie and Gligar, maybe? I can go for a Toxic here. Or I can just go for a Seismic Toss. Last time he went out into his Cobalion, so he withdraws, obviously. Doesn't want to get Toxic. He goes out to Musketeer, so I'll be able to Seismic Toss this boy, which is fine. That's good damage. Earthquake, again, would have been a phenomenal, phenomenal play. That's good damage. All right, so, again, I'm not in a range to take a close combat. But what I can do is potentially let him go down. Does he close combat here? I'm gonna go onto my Tangrowth. Tangrowth takes every physical hit. He can just Volt Switch too, but I think he'd close combat. Just to put me down. There's the close combat. So we've seen Rocks, we've seen Iron Head, and we've seen close combat. All right. And at -1, I don't think he just stays in and keeps going for that. I'm going to click Knockoff right here. It's not going to do a lot. He is -1, so we'll be doing more. Obviously, he resists it, and he's got the Z Crystal, so he won't lose the item. But I feel like this thing threatens out my Registeel too much. Personally, I think that's the case. And I don't want to go for Earthquake, predicting his Latias to come in. Abomasnow is already pretty low, so another knockoff plus Rocks will hurt that thing. Yeah, he withdraws. All right, so I'll get a free knockoff here as he just goes out into Mega Eon. So we'll see what kind of damage this does. Knockoff should be doing about 27 to 33 if he's max HP. That's good damage. I'm taking that. I want to go for another one. Would he recover? So Knockoff is breaking his sub, which is very nice to know. Would he go for another one? I'm going to click Knockoff again. He goes for Roost. All right, so we've seen Surf and we've seen Roost. Perfect. So I don't think he's sub. So we're the judges. He's about like 95, 94. And that's bringing him down to about like 64. So it's doing about 30%. So he's got to be like max HP. He can just go for a Roost again. I'm going to go on to my Registeel. I think Registeel's done a lot. I think Registeel can take a hit. And if it goes down, that gives me the opportunity to bring in something else, which I like. Such as my Mega Diancie. He goes for the Dragon Pulse. All right, so we've seen Surf, Roost, Dragon Pulse, something else. I resist that. Leftovers, I might live Surf. I don't think I will, but I might. Where am I at? I'm at 45. So I think he's like max. I'm at 21%. Surf is doing 12 to 14. I think that did more last time. Oh, that's Tangrowth. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Registeel. Mega Latios. I am at 45. I'm at 24%. I think I got a Seismic Toss here. He just goes for the Surf. Toxic would have been a great play. Surf, I actually might be able to live too, honestly. 45 down to 10. That did about 19. Nope, I don't think it's gonna happen. So, like, he could Roost here. Where does this leave me? Leaves me at 11%. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Surf knocks me out. I'm gonna click Toxic just in case he Roosts, like, thinking he can. Give me that Toxic damage, boy. Give me that Toxic damage, boy. So that'll be nice residual for this thing. Assuming I connect. Assuming I connect. Awesome. So I do have a chance, I think, to live this. I'm going to click it again and hope I connect. He goes for the Surf. Please, 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 please. Ah! All right. Wish I could have connected that Toxic, but that's the game we play. Megalodios kills Registeel with Surf. All right, so knowing this, there's a couple things I can do here. I'm assuming he is max HP. I can go into my Tangrowth, or I can go into my Crobat and click Defog. Megalodios. You have Surf. So Surf from Megalodi does incredible amount of damage. He's at like, he's in range for Moonblast for Mega Diancie. Megalodios. What about Kyurem? So Kyurem, Outrage obviously kills. What about Raikou? Because, like, it should be faster. Decisions. He's at, like, 76%. And Moonblast is doing 71 to 86 to a max HP Megalodi, and I think he's got to have some special investment there. Just because he, like, knocked out Registeel. I gotta make a play here. What's the most useful Mon right now? I think Kyurem has a potential to sweep late game. I'm gonna go on to Mega Diancie. And I'm gonna click Moonblast. I've got a chance to knock him out. If not, I get huge damage on something else. Big, big, big damage. So now here's another thing, is that I can Moonblast this thing, or he goes out into his Steel type, and I click Earth Power. Huh. I can Moonblast this thing. He risks the chance to lose this already, and it already puts in a tremendous amount of work now that my Registeel is gone. We've seen Roost, Surf, and Dragon Pulse. I could lose my Mega Diancie here, but I'm gonna Mega Evolve and I'm gonna click Earth Power. He stays in. He stays in. He stays in. I thought he was gonna go into Magneton. Oh, and I won the speed tie if there was one. Oh, this Surf is gonna hurt. This Surf is gonna hurt. Oh no. All right, well, I click Moonblast here for damage and hope. Oh, that hurts so bad. That hurts so bad. He can switch right here now because I have to go for Moonblast if he's staying in. Oh, I should have just Moonblasted, man. I thought he was going to make a switch into Magneton. He could now, though. Very well could now, though. And if he's faster than me, that confirms Scarf, which I think he has to be, just because Mega Diancie is such a threat. Oh, that Earth Power, man. He's at, like I said, he's at like 76. I've got to roll. It's a roll in my favor. 15% damage, 5% or less dot. Like, I have a 2/3 roll to get this if he's just max HP, no SPDF investment. And I think he almost... he's got to go Magneton now, man. Ah. And he wins the speed tie this time. Ah, man, I am not lucky. All right. All right. Megalodios kills Mega Diancie with Surf. That's unfortunate, man. Ah, I should have clicked Moonblast the first time. I thought he'd go into the Magneton, man. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, all right, all right, all right. So, High Roller is at 49. I'm at 25%. I think I can come in on rocks. Yeah, I should be able to come in on rocks one more time. I'm at an odd amount. He's Scarf Mag and Scarf Diggersby. He has to be at this point. I'm gonna go on to my Raikou here. I'm gonna try to Calm Mind in front of him. It's the only thing I can do, really. So, Raikou against Megalodi. Dragon Pulse obviously breaks my sub. If I get +1 in front of him, it does not. So I'm gonna go for a Calm Mind right here. Oh, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed, man. So he'll go for the Dragon Pulse here. $87 to $59. That's a little too much for my liking, which means after one more Calm Mind, I can get behind a sub. 87, 59, that's 28. So he's got a little, we know he's got a little bit. I think I Hidden Power Ice here instead of going for another. He withdraws. All right. He goes out into Musketeer. All right, even better. So he's going to take some rocks damage, and this should knock out the Cobalion. Oh, it doesn't even knock out the Cobalion, man. It's okay. It gives me another turn of leftovers, and I'm faster than this thing, too. So I can just... Do I go for another one, or do I go for T-Bolt right here? I'm going to go for T-Bolt right here and knock this thing out. He doesn't need Cobalion anymore. All right, cool. We get a kill. We're on the board. Half an hour in. All right. Raikou kills Cobalion with T-Bolt. All right, not a 6-0. Hashtag not a 6-0. All right, Scarf Diggersby comes in right now. There it is. There's Scarf Diggersby. All right, anything I do against this thing is going to not... This is not going to be enjoyable. He can knock me out with Return as well. Can he knock me out with Return? Hold on. Does he have to go for Earthquake? 77. And we know you're not banded, you're Scarf. Yeah, he can go for a Return right here. I've got the Crobat. I'm gonna go into my Crobat. I'm gonna go into Crobat because I think he's got to click Earthquake. Live on 2. He goes for the turn. All right. All right. Diggersby kills Crobat with Return. That's fine. All right, so so if you're max speed, Jolly, I probably don't outspeed you. 143. Kyurem is sitting at 135. What if you're Scarf Adamant? I wish I would have calced that damage a little bit closer earlier. I wish I would have calced that damage just a little bit closer earlier. Because if you're Adamant, you're at 130 and I do outspeed, but I don't think... I think I gotta go Tangrowth here. I'm gonna go into Tangrowth, and I think I'm just gonna click Knockoff. Or I double into my Kyurem. I'm gonna double into Kyurem. I've already done a lot this match. I might as well start making some plays. So when he goes back onto Mega Eon, awesome. I get a free Outrage off. My best bet against an offensive Clefable is to click Ice Beam. That is my best bet overall. All right, and against a Mega Lottie, Ice Beam I don't think is doing that much. I'm gonna click Outrage because if he goes into Clef, like, he loses. All right, cool. Kyurem Black gets a kill. All right. You can obviously go into Clef right here. He doesn't know if I'm max speed or not. He now knows I'm Scarf, so I think he has to go into Clef because he doesn't know what I'm paced to outspeed. If I was max speed, I could outpace both his Magneton and his Diggersby, which don't want to take an Outrage. So it's 4-3. And I think I have to take a hit from a Clefable. Or he risks a Biscuit. I'm faster than Scarfed Adamant Diggersby, which will definitely go down. And I think... What about Magneton here? I can actually have a chance to live Timid And I am doing... I actually do outpace Scarf Magneton as well. So I think he has to go Clefable. He goes Base Lord. There we go. Yep, he has to go Clefable. Proves he's Magic Guard. I'm going to go for Outrage, and it's not going to work. He has to go for Moonblast here. There's that. That hurts a lot, and I do not get to come in on rocks again. I think I sack this. I think I sack this. Yep, I'm just gonna sack. He goes for the Coal Mine! Oh no! Rip! Rip, 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 rip. That's not good. That's not good. I was totally planning on sacking this. Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. So you can see in CM and Moonblast. Do I go out into my... I go out into my Tangrowth and I click Poison Jab. And I probably sack off my Kyurem another time. Ah, oh, man. I thought he would... he stayed in. He stayed in. A man's man. A man's man. He's now +2. So Clefable... +2 Fire Blast has a chance to kill. I think this thing also gets Flamethrower. Flamethrower does not. I can get good damage off with Poison Jab, which I think I have to go for. He goes for Moonblast. That does 54 to 64 if he's uninvested. 180, 254. Power Up would have done a little bit more, but I'd rather get the damage off and not miss. And I do snag a poison, but he's Magic Guard, so it doesn't matter. He can go for another Moonblast. Do you Moonblast again? Because I can sack my Kyurem and bring this thing in on more health. $30,000 question. He's at 55. If I crit Power Whip... If I crit Power Whip right now... I think he Calm Minds again. He Moonblasts again. Alright, that's fine. That is what it is. Alright, Clefable kills Tangrowth with Moonblast. Fine by me. Defogging these rocks would have been very beneficial for me in hindsight. If we can put that in the notes for next week, defogging the rocks would have been great for my Ice-type dragon. I go out in a Thor and I try to Calm Mind alongside him, I think. I honestly just try to Calm Mind alongside him. That's all I can do. That is all I can do. He obviously has reliable recovery. Yeah, there's the Moonblast going to come off. He can get a special attack drop with this as well. 128 down to 61. 65 to 31. That did 34%. I'm now at 73. I might be able to get 2 big Thunderbolts off on this thing and hope. And hope. Crit Thunderbolt right now. Go for it. I missed a Toxic earlier. Give me one. Goes for a Moonblast again. I can live another one. And I live another one. So he can also, like, just soft-boiled right here, I'm pretty sure. But I think I have to go for a... Yeah, I'm just going to Hidden Power in case he goes Diggersby. Yeah, Thunderbolt might have killed. But I didn't want him to just keep that residual. So Clefable is going to kill off Raikou. And then Kyurem dies to rocks. And that, my friends, is going to be week 1 against Lord Emvee and the San Diego Gym Chargers. I don't know. I thought I played well. I definitely think I overpredicted a few times, but I do believe that I think Toxicking, if I could have landed that Toxic, that might have put me in a better spot, but that was really the only hacks of the match, I'd have to say. So I feel like I played pretty well against Emvee. Let me know, of course, your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. Definitely a fun match. Always a great time when I get to play Emvee. Really tests my gusto as a battler, I guess I'd say. So yeah, let me know. Next week we're playing Wolf Glick, world champion. I do not get an easy 2 weeks, and we're gonna be playing him. Looking forward to that as well. Hope you guys are too. If you guys are excited, show some love on the like button down below. Of course, if you guys are new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. All that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm gonna let this outro bang. I'm gonna talk to you all soon. Later.